Hey, this is Sam Black with my fourth match with my Legacy Graveyard Satyr Wayfinder deck. I am on the play, and while I have a Deathrite Shaman and a Faithful Suiting, I think I have to mulligan this because I don't have a land that I can be sure will be in the graveyard, and I can't cast my Faithful Suiting, although Faithful Suiting Life from the Loam is really tempting. I would probably keep this on the draw, but I think it's a little too unsafe on the play. This hand will work. This is close. If I had a black land instead of a white land, I would discard Lingering Souls, but as is, I'm going to discard the Faithful Suiting. Rift Bolt is interesting. I'm pretty sure he would kill Young Pyromancer. I don't really want it to die, but I also don't really want him to be able to just hit me. Oh, I have a Bloodghast going anyway. Yeah, I think it's worth playing the Young Pyromancer. I think he really has to kill it, given that he knows that I have these at least to make tokens with, which will buy me time, and then I have the Bloodghast and Lingering Souls to provide a clock, which will take advantage of the time, so I'm not actually dependent on the Pyromancer to have time, or to have a clock, and take advantage of the time that I get by having him not hit me for 3. Chain Lightning me. Interesting to do that before attacking. Alright. I think I just play Young Pyromancer. I think it's too likely that he can kill me if I give him 2 damage here, so I'm going to block. Trying to decide if I have to leave these spirits back to block the Eidolon. I could play the Bombardment and sack them to kill the Eidolon after hitting him for 2, but that's just doing 2 damage to both of us, which I don't really want to do. So I think I'd just attack with this. I would like to have Deathrite Shaman in play, but I don't think it's worth giving him life and taking damage to play it. So the hope is to use the fact that he won't attack to lock him out. If I attack with everything and hit him for 4 here, he goes to 5. Feels like he can't play enough spells to kill me from that point. So I think this forces a trade here. She's not going to take. So he goes to 5. Now I can play Goblin Bombardment. Oh, but that gives him a life. That's really bad. I forgot about that. He can play 1 spell, but not 2. And 1 spell can't really kill me. And if he plays 2 spells, he dies. So I think I'm still fine. Right, but... Well, 1 spell still can't kill me. He can put me to 6. Yeah, I just take this and go to 6. And I think I have him locked out. Unless he has... Well, that's only 4? Okay. So I still think I have him locked out, unless he has like a Fire Blast. He needs a spell that costs... that this won't damage him on. And he has a Fire Blast. So I needed another turn of just attacking with the Bloodghast, I guess. Alright, close game. So Thoughtseize is not good. Punishing Fire seems fine. Tidal Hollow Sculler's not great, but it makes him kill it, so it's kind of like a life gain spell. Life from Loam again, probably pretty bad here. This looks like a good hand. Yeah, I think it's worth playing the Grove and casting Faithless Looting. I will discard Lingering Souls and Savannah. I think I have to pay for this. So now I have to decide if I want to play... I should have played Bayou and Lingering Souls. As is, I'm going to play Satyr Wayfinder, so that next turn I can play Young Pyromancer and Therapy twice. To make sure I get value off of the Pyromancer, rather than getting 1 more damage for having 1 more power. If he doesn't kill it, which he probably would. Oh, and I hit a Bloodghast and a Faithless Looting and a creature. and a land, so totally ideal. I really don't like jump blocking here, but it's only 2 life, and it's a guy in play now. It's really close. My life total feels high, but it really probably isn't. I'm gonna block. My late game position feels really good. I have another Lingering Souls coming, plus Lingering Souls in the graveyard. I think I just want to preserve my life total, and a single 1/1 really doesn't matter. Start off with Fire Blast. And he had one. And then it's either Chain Lightning or Flame Rift. It's probably Chain Lightning. I think I can relevantly punish the Flame Rifts. I don't really want him to kill you on Pyromancer. That's good. And I'll block with 2 elementals. You drew another Chain Lightning for the Pyromancer. That's fine, I still have plenty of pressure. just doing the obvious. Damaging my opponent, getting more stuff into play. Seven damage from the bombardment, so he's dead on my next turn. A reasonable spot to use the attack with everything button. Okay. That all seemed fine. I suppose there's some case to be made for abrupt decay, but this hand is not great. I'm gonna mulligan. I'm not really doing anything. I can Cabal Therapy him on turn 1, but that's not particularly good, and I don't do anything if I don't draw land. This is much better. I think I don't mind giving my opponent some life, and there's a chance I get to... It's more likely that he'll let me untap with this if I don't have land in the graveyard, though he's likely to prioritize killing it either way. But I also just kind of want to wait on using the fetch land. He does let me untap with Deathrite Shaman. And I have Punishing Fire for that thing. So... kind of need black and white, but I kind of don't need them in the same land. I'd kind of like more red so that I don't have to give him life with the Grove, and so that I can return and cast Punishing Fire. So I think I get red and either black or white. And I can't get red-black with this land, so I guess I get red-white. Yeah, I can either attack for 1 or play Faithful Sitting, and I think it's actually quite a bit better to attack for 1 since I'm not particularly in a hurry to discard any of the cards in my hand, and I'd rather have Young Pyromancer in play when I cast Faithful Sitting. Plus I get a damage. Actually, I think this is more urgent than the Pyromancer, though the Pyromancer does let me therapy. Maybe that means the Pyromancer is more important. Oh, I should have floated the black so that he couldn't kill my Pyromancer in response to removing the land. That was really bad. I should have just done this first and had a black in my pool. No, but he's not. Okay, great. Just go with the predictable Fire Blast. Volcanic Fall, Lava Spike. Okay. Well, let's force him to cast Volcanic Fallout and take his Lava Spike. And he didn't let my Pyromancer ability resolve, which is bad for him. Okay, so now I have 11 life against 2 mountains, and I have a hand that lets me actually do stuff. So I feel like I should be in good shape. Flame Rift, okay. Do I want black mana, or do I want land that doesn't damage me more? Probably land that doesn't damage me. My life total is actually very low. So I have to go to 5 to kill this thing. Don't think it's worth playing the Savannah. Now I think it's worth exposing myself to dying to Price of Progress to get this thing going faster, since it wins the game. Life. Probably didn't need that to be the absolute first thing I did, but no reason not to. So it's free to therapy. It's not this. Yeah, that's what I figured. There's no real spell you could have where you would let that resolve rather than playing a sorcerer in his turn or an instant response. And that's the match. These were some pretty interesting games. Opponent got pretty flooded here.